and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should. Hello and welcome. We're ready to get the week off to a great start. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Let's send you over to the sideline to discuss MP's groundbreaking season.
He just had an all-time moment breaking Wilt Chamberlain's single-season points record. Him and Wilt are still the only players in NBA history with over 4,000 points in a year. He told me he hopes to add to this record tonight. I'm betting he will. Guys?
I'm with you. No doubt about that. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. John Conchar is out there with Ty Jerome. And it's Edey in at the center position. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential signing trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. Okay, thanks for the report, Shams. Now here's Jerome, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Portland. Outside Wells, shot to stop the run. And again, it's Memphis missing.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
MP, that was good.
Well, he has owned this quarter, a major reason they're up right now.
So Tuomas Isalo has decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And let's use this break to recognize your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
He has been so impressive on defense, and it really comes down to effort. He has been working so hard to terrorize the offense and keep them under pressure at all times.
Yes, we know Jackson can nail threes, but at his core, he's a guy who wants the ball around the rim.
Kicks it out to MP. Takes the three. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Wells. Pass to Conchar. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for Jaren Jackson. Most of the season behind us, Grant. Talk about the mindset for teams right now.
Well, if people tell you the standings don't affect the mindset, BA, they're lying. Everyone is asking themselves how they can improve or maintain position. You just don't want to backslide now.
Now here's Jerome. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. They get it back. Edey, that's good.
Well, it's so tough trying to keep Edey off the boards. When he's being aggressive like this, he's a real wrecking ball.
Here's Curry. They're leading by 8. MP, a screen on Jerome. Curry finds MP. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. MP's got 19 points.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Edey with a screen on Butler. Jackson for 3. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, BA, he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Here's MP. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Back to Jerome. 34 seconds left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, MP with a block.
Yeah, a timely intervention by MP. He knew just when to attack the shot.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Horford. Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Buddy Hield in for Podziemski. Jackson can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 11. To the inside. Here's Curry. And he makes it on the layup.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Good on the bucket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The drive by MP. Good D by Clark.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Scottie Pippen Jr. out there with Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Jackson. And it's Aldama in at the 4 slot. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight. Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Well, Stan, after last season, the Grizzlies brass, quite candid, they weren't close to being championship caliber.
Well, it's a brutal business, BA. You can have a ton of talent, but sometimes there are just certain teams that stand in your way.
Williams' shot is good.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
From deep, MP, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And some changes here for the Warriors. Horford, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Moody comes in for Hield, and it's Melton in for Curry. And a new group getting ready for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Aldama. Wells is checked in for Jackson, and it's Conchar in for Williams. Jackson, count it. Jackson's got 8.
You can tell how confident Jackson Jr. is working the pick and roll set. He moves with real purpose.
Cool, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. And the Warriors lead by 15. Pass to Edey. Conchar outside. Pippen outside. Jacks up a 3. Not going to go that time. Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Now Edey. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Wells, the pass to Jackson. Back to Wells. There's the 3.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Melton outside. And here's MP from outside. Drops in the 3. MP's got 36 points.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
Grizzlies trail by 20. Will it go? Pippen, pass to Wells. Drills it from deep. Wells has gotten his second bucket.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
A nice shot by MP.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Edey. Conchar outside. Jackson outside. And another 3 for Memphis.
A strong three-point shooter. Jackson Jr. responds.
Melton finds MP. The 3 is up. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Jackson outside. Back to Pippen. Warriors with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Kuminga against Jackson. The shot off that time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everyone. How about MP in the first half? Everything clicking for him.
The biggest reason they're up, MP. He's on a mission, doing just about everything. This team really leans on.
And next up, a look at the top performers for each team. And that's a wrap on halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. MP is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Horford in at center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Inside, and it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
It really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks. Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Here's Jerome, and he sinks the 11-footer. Jerome's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Wells. Back to MP. This one for 3. Good! That's another bucket!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. On the wing, Conchar. Outside Wells. Pass to Jackson. Jerome on the wing. Launches it. Here's Edey. Nice D from Horford.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. And the Warriors making a switch here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Jackson finds Edey with the 10-footer, and he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
MP high post. Non-stop scoring machine right here.
Nice form on that jumper. MP with some solid fundamentals for a player just starting his career.
It's Wells on the wing, covered by MP. Jerome, that's good.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
MP outside. Drives to the hoop. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. To the middle. Wells misses. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. He drops it from range.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
The Grizzlies have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Spins. Here's Jackson. And Butler with the block.
You can't forget about the defensive presence Butler has on the floor. That is a great stop.
Wells with it, now guarded by MP. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for. Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempts, trying to carry them to the finish line.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Jerome. Over Curry. Pajimski grabs the board.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
From deep, MP. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the night right here. He hits the second from the line. Changes here for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Horford. MP comes in for Kuminga. And Moody is subbed in for Heel. Then for Memphis, Edey's checked in for Clark. Wells comes in for Aldama. And it's Conchar in for Pippen. On the court for Memphis. Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Ty Jerome is out there with John Conchar. And it's Edey in at the 5. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From deep, MP. And the Warriors with another 3.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And a foul called on MP. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
Both free throws good from Jerome. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort. This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And a foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. That free throw good from Jerome.
Ty Jerome.
Second free throw, no good. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everybody.